Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 21 for September 22nd, 2020. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. As always, we appreciate it if you subscribe, turn on notifications, and thank you for all the support. We couldn't have made it this far without you. Here is the lineup card for today. First up, Angelo Trinidad. His player milestone that he saw live was Albert Pujols' 600 home run on June 3rd, 2017. Angelo, welcome.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Kevin. Hey, everyone. And what a milestone that was to watch, man. I think I've shared the video with you guys in the past, and the sheer joy and excitement in my reaction was so cool. And what made it even more sweet is we were actually there celebrating my early birthday. So that was super fun.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to get back to it and celebrate some more milestones.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely. Next up, Kevin Lyon. The player milestone that he last saw was Reggie Jackson's 500th home run on September 17th, 1984. Kevin, welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me. And here's the fun part. I actually didn't see it.
That's right.
I was in the aisle. I was walking, and I heard he was up, so I was trying to get to the aisle. And literally, I hear the crack, and the crowd's going crazy. And by the time I got to the top of the aisle, I'm like, oh, he just hit it. As a 9-year-old kid, I'm like running around like crazy,
So if you look in our Beer Baseball Blog playlist of references, the playlist is located under playlists. You can actually see both of those home runs. I've actually added that.
Awesome.
I am Michael Mondragon. The player milestone that I saw was Cal Ripken's 2,317th game in his streak on September 12th, 1996, which is crazy because each game that he did after that he was further extending it. And it actually, he broke the streak a year before on September 5th, and then the streak came to an end on the 20th, 1998. So he actually had 2,632 games consecutive to break Gehrig's record by 502. So I got to see one of those games.
So question, because you haven't been to California yet, where did you see the Orioles play?
It was at Camden Yards.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so we actually went, where did we go? We went to actually Philadelphia, and actually it was in, what else did we see there? We saw, that game was the White Sox versus Orioles, but that's when I went to the ECW Arena. So I got to see ECW, and actually the night before in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania as well.
Oh my gosh! I heard that place is crazy because it's literally on the side of a mountain.
It's actually we had to drive all the way to the top, and I remember there was this big Cadillac that was kind of, because when you're driving all the way up to it, and like I said, it's at literally the top of the mountain. There was a big Cadillac that was kind of trailing us and then past us, and it turned out that was Salvatore Bellomo.
Wild man, Salvatore
Wow,
Lobo in those
that's
DCW days.
right.
Because I heard a riot almost broke out there, and literally, if you put someone through the window on one
Yeah.
side, you're falling over the mountain.
Yeah, it was
heard
a
something
crazy
crazy
place to
like
see wrestling. So, but fun nonetheless. Oh, and also the Cal Ripken streak. We talk about David Wells a lot. We
Yeah.
were just talking about him recently. David Wells is rumored to be the first one to notice that Ripken wasn't playing during batting practice. So, which was I saw that in Wikipedia. That I don't know how that even came to be, but I thought that was really interesting.
So
That
he
was
would only
David
take
Wells.
the field for the actual
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Okay.
he noticed it. So,
All right.
so
I
kudos to him.
didn't even hear about that story. Wow, that's interesting. Good way to keep the streak going, though. Stay healthy.
I will agree. Angelo's kind of he's not there, so I'm gonna skip past his beer. But Kevin Lyon, what
Yes,
are
sir.
you drinking tonight, and what are you wearing?
Oh, well, since you asked, here's the hops, Hillsborough hops. I realize I haven't won them yet. Definitely an inspirational for beer baseball,
Yes.
including the great mascot Barley, which is just fantastic. We have a hop named that. So yeah, this week I went to Red Beard's Tap Room in Anaheim, just down the street. So it's almost like their signature beer, but they don't make it, obviously. It's by LA Aleworks. It's called Red Beard. And this is batch number 2. So it says Red Beards 2. An
Oh,
IPA.
right on.
So let's see how this is. I just barely opened it right now. People like
So
the jug.
I'm actually interested about Los Angeles Ale Works. The canned stuff that I've had wasn't as strong as the stuff I've had on tap.
Huh, that's
So
interesting.
I'm very interested about that. And if it's batch 2, it's probably fresh. So I would definitely like to have some.
Yeah,
of
they
that.
have it in cans and there because obviously they want to tie it into because obviously the name of the place is Red Beards and because the two owners have the Red Beards. So it's obvious tie-in. And that can is obviously based off of Justin Turner.
Right.
And one thing that they were hoping to do, but they're hoping to get like something with like a photo of Justin Turner, those guys, and Cole Calhoun, because Cole had the red beard, but then unfortunately he ended up leaving to go to the Diamondbacks, so never got a chance to get that done.
Yeah, that would have been a really cool collaboration. And were the Diamondbacks supposed to play the Angels this year? I think that
Sure. Well, yeah, I mean they have obviously because of the pandemic schedule.
Right.
But normally, no, they weren't going to originally. It was supposed to be the NL East playing the Angels. Because I remember I was hoping to go see him play in Atlanta, but it was 4th of July weekend, which I knew wouldn't have happened anyway. But obviously, it didn't happen anyway.
Awesome. All right, Angelo, thanks. You got all your technical issues back, so let's go to your beer.
All right, so I am trying for the first time Offshoot Brewing or Offshoot Beer Relax Hazy IPA. I'm already halfway through this first one, and it's really good. It has a really nice I get almost like a juicy haze kind of on the back end. It's really, really nice. 6.8 ABV, so I got to slow down. And no IBU listed, but it is on the more bitter end. But it's pretty good, probably right within my tolerance range. So I would assume somewhere between 50 to 55 probably. So, but this is really good. I mean, they have a couple other ones I was sharing with you guys in the group text that my local Ralph's has so many new craft beers that I haven't seen before, at least there. So I have a nice variety to select from over the next several weeks. So,
yeah. Actually, Offshoot is it's actually an offshoot. It's called the Brewery.
Yeah.
And, offshoot of what?
The Brewery actually has a lot of like a lot of harder beers. So like a lot of aged stuff, a lot of the stuff that's they age it in barrels and stuff like that. So a lot of harder. But this seems I really like this one too. So
yeah, it's good.
Angelo, you're jumping in the deep end. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm jumping in the deep end, and there's a shark on this.
There you go.
Let's hope I
don't
don't
get gobble you up if you drink it too fast.
Yeah.
And also,
Brewery
is in Placentia. They actually have another facility called the Brewery Tarot. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, where they make more. I guess I want to say like soury or more specialty kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But they have some pretty I shouldn't say nutty, interesting beers. That's a good beers you won't find anywhere else. And I think,
That's
and then
cool.
somehow Offshoot came out of that. And this is probably like their more straightforward kind of beer.
Yeah, we walked into that place. We didn't go there, Kevin. We went there separately, but we went
On
there
the
like the
same
same
day,
day.
Yes.
Which is really awesome.
And that night
And
went with the girl I was seeing at that point. Yeah. That was kind of funny.
and the thing that really I noticed about the place is it's one of those places you walked in and it's like boom, you were hit with this like just dense smell of alcohol. Like it was super dense, so you knew that their stuff was going to be like higher content, but it's all really good. What are you wearing today, Angelo?
So I'm actually rocking some new baseballism gear. So this is one of the front and back printed shirts. So this is the Stars and Stripes home plate. On the back, it says red seams, white leather, and blue skies. So really cool shirt. And this is the represent the game baseballism hat, tricolored tricolored design. And the cool thing, the one thing I love about baseballism is they ran a sale last week, a friends and family sale, and if you spent $50, you were going to get the what they call their green monster cap, which is a fictional character they created that lives inside the green monster in Boston. They ran out of those, so I thought I wasn't going to get anything free, and then when I added the shirts to my cart, this popped up as the free hat. So they still gave out a free hat, and actually one that I would probably wear on a more regular basis based on the color scheme. So really, really cool. And I have a couple other shirts that I'm going to be showing off here in the coming weeks as well.
Yeah, I know. It's like your budget goes out the window when you see some of this stuff. It's like it comes fast and furious. I love that hat too, and I was looking forward to getting in that one. I figured that it would sell out pretty quickly. The one for St. Louis sold out like immediately. That's the one I really wanted.
And hey, we've now seen a green monster because we saw the footage of that guy was throwing stuff stuck in a Fenway and was about the green monster stuff.
Oh my God!
There's your green monster.
Yeah, that's the guy that was in the green monster. Oh my God! So this is my beer tonight. I am Michael Mondragon, so of course I'm going to go for the Dragon Weiss from Harpoon Brewery in Boston, another green monster. This is a new wave Berliner Weiss that is tropically tart alternative to your typical light beer. It is really, really good. It's super refreshing. Actually, we have for another project of mine, we actually got sent a whole bunch of Harpoon beers, and this one was really outstanding. So I hadn't had this one, and it's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like a Hefeweiss, but it actually is more like it has dragon fruit in it, so I think that's where the dragon comes from. But it is it's really super good, and it's like ruby red and
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and it's got like hibiscus and maca root in it and golden flaxseed. So really super unique.
Is it more like a Berliner like Weiss kind of thing? Is that what they mean by that instead of like a Hef?
I think so. It's almost like it says like a tropical fruit medley.
Okay.
But it's super light, and it's not so much soury as it is. Okay. It's really kind of fresh. It's actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hibiscus is typically a very strong flavor, so I think the hibiscus may overpower some of that sour and that tartness, which kind of gives you that more full flavor. So
definitely. And tonight I am wearing my my Inland Empires. They always become the Kukuis.
The Kukuis!
That's right. And they actually, I've been waiting to wear this hat for some time.
That's so cool.
This hat is so cool. And this is the alternate that came out this year. But of course, minor league baseball didn't have a season. So I wanted to definitely support the minor league teams. And I love this hat so much. The 66ers, they really nailed the Kukuis thing. And if I wasn't living here, I definitely think I would have followed the team, because the Inland Empire Kukuis is like one of the coolest names ever. So I definitely thought I would have followed that.
They've done some fun promotions over the years. I think one of the first times I went, they were doing like a zombie apocalypse night where all the jerseys made it look like they're like torn up and bloody. And then after the game, you actually could bid on the players' jerseys that they wore in that game.
Oh, that's
Very
cool.
bonus, yeah. And they would do themes like that. Where like once a year, I think the Kukuis, I think they're auctioning off jerseys one year from that. But there's a fun team to go to out there in San Bernardino.
Definitely. Well, we want to say hello to Sam's Sports Shop that's out there.
Oh, wow.
Cowboy Jack Durango.
Yes.
With
there you
the
go.
nice compliments. Hello to David. Thank you for joining us tonight. And Matt Massingham.
Hey. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah. And one of our good friends, Ed, is out there. Time to get saved from Taoism. Which is a new religion that Kevin's starting on the side.
I did not start that, sir. It was put upon me. Not me, it's put upon Taro, the masked man.
Right. And we'd be remiss if we didn't say hello to Bubble Pug. What's up? How you doing?
Thank you for joining us tonight. Today. We've been cold lately.
That's right. Yeah, we haven't got a lot of them. So this is this day in baseball, baseball history, September 22nd. All right, September 22nd, 1911. Cy Young wins his 511th and final career game when he blanks the Pirates at Forbes Field 1-0. The 35-101 Boston Rustlers have won only 3 contests in 22 attempts against Pittsburgh this season, with 2 of the victories coming on shutouts thrown by the 44-year-old veteran right-hander who was obtained by Boston on waivers from Cleveland in late July. Now, it's kind of funny when I look back through Cy Young and the teams that he played for. I'm gonna name these. These are all the teams that he played for.
I'm ready.
Okay, the Cleveland Spiders.
Wow.
The St. Louis Perfectos. The Boston Americans. The Cleveland Naps. That's NAPS. And the Boston Rustlers is the team that he ended his career on. So no modern teams in there, which is really amazing. And when I look, I had to look back because I'm just like, what are the Rustlers? I like.
Yeah, like
heard of that.
The Braves later. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to look. I mean, it's
was
something
the
probably look
Rustlers?
into.
What did you say the other Boston team was?
The Americans. The Americans became the Red Sox.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to put it together. Like, that'd be funny if he played on them under one team name and they had another name by the time he got there.
Yeah, right.
Those and the Naps, because I remember hearing the Cleveland Spiders, but I don't remember hearing of the Cleveland Naps. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's super interesting. And I guess the Perfectos became the Cardinals.
Okay.
But he played on St. Louis from 1899 to 1900, which is it's kind of hard to wrap your brain around.
That's crazy. It's crazy that he never didn't play. You know, all those teams aren't in existence anymore. The funny thing about having a stat about Cy Young this week is I was watching Phil's polls this weekend on YouTube, and he was going over his top 10 polls since he started the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled in 2020 Bowman Transcendent. He pulled an oversized cut card 1/1 Cy Young autograph, and that was his number one. Yeah.
How many autographs could it? Wow.
So I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy that it's 1/1, obviously, so the only one. But it's crazy they were able to get their hands on it and place it in their cut card. But yeah. It's huge, big autograph, and it was so beautiful. And to see something like that is it's just insane to know that something like that's in existence. And he played, you said from 1889 to 19 whatever in St. Louis. So definitely crazy. So
yeah. So Mark Viquez, the Rustlers became the Boston Braves.
Okay.
And the Cleveland Naps are now the Indians. So Thank you for that. That's awesome. All right. So September 22nd, 1926, at Ebbets Field, the aging 18-year veteran outfielder Zach Wheat hits his last homer as a Dodger, but severely pulls a muscle nearing second. The future Hall of Famer needs to rest nearly 5 minutes before reaching home plate, making the trip around the bases the most extended home run trot in Major League history. That's how I would probably go around the bases these days.
Yeah. Exactly. Aging. So how old was he? Was he 50? You know, even if he started playing at the age of 32, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. I wondered he's probably in his 30s probably.
Yeah, I mean,
What this fact doesn't state is that as soon as he crossed home plate, he sprinted to the dugout. So
Exactly.
he just wanted to
He was
soak that
milking
in.
it. Yeah, exactly.
He just wanted to milk
This
that
is
crowd,
it.
brother.
This is it, brother. Gotta work it.
That's it. September 22nd, 1968. This goes back to something that we had on our last blogcast with Bert Campaneris. Utility player Cesar Tovar becomes the second major leaguer to play one inning at each position when he plays right field in the ninth in the Twins 3-2 victory over Oakland at Metropolitan Stadium. A shortstop Bert Campaneris was the first player at all positions in a 1965 contest against California. But I really wish that they would do this more. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, totally.
I will go back real quick. Zach Wheat was 39 when he retired.
39. So that's right there. Exactly. So September 22nd, 1969, Willie Mays joining Yankee legend Babe Ruth becomes the second major leaguer to hit 600 career home runs, just like we were talking about before with Albert Pujols hitting his 600 that you were at. The historic two-run homer is delivered as a pinch hitter in the top of the seventh inning off Padres hurler Mike Corkins and proves to be the difference in the Giants' 4-2 victory at San Diego Stadium, which would later become Qualcomm, which would later become Jack Murphy.
Which now is actually closing down.
That's right. You saw that it was closed down. You were supposed to go to a concert there,
I was
right?
supposed to see the Rolling Stones there this year, and I just got an email saying the show's been canceled because the stadium's closing down.
No.
But literally, they have no business now because, I mean, they had literally nothing because the Padres have been gone, the Chargers are gone.
So are they tearing it down or are they leaving
I guess
it up?
so. They're saying it's closed.
Oh,
and last time I was there, I saw Guns N' Roses there about 4 or 5 years ago, something like that.
I've been to many a poinsettia bowls there.
Yeah. I saw a couple Chargers games there over the years, but that's it for football. A couple baseball games too, of course.
I went to a couple baseball games and one Charger game and lots of college football there because it's so cheap when it's there.
Right.
Gosh, and this must not be – I'm trying to remember because we talked about when Hank Aaron got his 600. It must have been like the next season.
I think it might have been.
Pretty close to this. Because then he was
pretty close in time. Pretty close in from a timeline standpoint for sure.
It had to be like 70.
September 22nd, 1977, Bert Blyleven no-hits the Angels 6-0. A batter reaching on a third inning error, erased on a double play, and a walk issued with 2 outs in the ninth account for the only 2 base runners of the game for Anaheim. So Bert Blyleven, this was his only no-hitter. Bert Blyleven, born in the Netherlands, grew up in Garden Grove, California, and went to Santiago High School.
Wow.
Oh, Santiago. Wow. Okay. Very good. I didn't know he grew up in Garden Grove. How did I not know that? Because that's my hometown, you know?
I figured you would brag about him.
I'm still just tripping out for him being a Ranger. Because obviously you just think of him being on the Twins, and I remember obviously being the Angels in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, I remember him. I remember kind of like these pictures, but I don't remember him being a Ranger either. But
he's such an underrated pitcher of his era. So underrated.
Yep.
And quite the character too, apparently, from the little stuff I've seen over the years.
Definitely.
Shout out to those powder blue jerseys and uniforms.
Oh yeah,
they're always a winner.
Oh my gosh,
they're so cool. September 22nd, 1986, Dodger hurler Fernando Valenzuela, who was 20 wins, 10 losses, 2 hits Houston, and rode to a 9-2 victory at the Astrodome. The 25-year-old southpaw becomes the first Mexican to win 20 games in the major leagues. So
now that's interesting. That's interesting because it took him. Because remember, Fernando Mania peaked in '81. Obviously, a strike shortened season, but I'm like, wow, it took him 5 more years to get 20 wins in a season.
Yeah,
that's interesting. And also, that's a really tough win because Houston, could have made the World Series that year. They lost a tough series to the Mets.
That's right. That's absolutely right. September 22nd, 1987. This is one of my favorite ones. Chicago Cubs send Dickie Noles to the Tigers for a player to be named later. Next month, the right-handed pitcher is returned to the Cubs as that player to be named later.
That's
That is
hilarious.
fantastic.
So awesome. So
Oh my
Chicago.
gosh.
So the Tigers got him on loan for 30 days.
Yeah, I guess so.
He probably had to get out of Chicago for some reason, and
Who knows?
then the heat was off him, and
I
so
think
they
the
got him
Tigers
back.
were still a pretty good team around there. Maybe they realized maybe they weren't going to make the playoffs after all. It's like, just let's get him out of here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. September 22nd, 2002, Chicago first baseman Fred McGriff becomes the first player to hit 30 home runs in a season for 5 different teams.
Jeez.
Blue Jays, Braves, Cubs, Devil Rays, and Cubs. The Crime Dog's first inning home run also sets a record for being the 42nd Major League park, which he's gone yard. One more than Ellis Burks of the Indians. Now, this goes back to a blogcast we were talking about before.
Yeah.
One of the trivia questions.
Trivia question. Yeah. Very nice.
So, real quick, Mark Viquez says that Aztec Stadium is being built for San Diego State football. Jack Murphy, a parking lot.
I was wondering. I figured something had to be up because SCSU is the only other thing I could think of that was using the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And Dickie Noles spoke at his high school.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I wish he spoke about this trade. That's what we really want to hear.
And for some clarification, Dickie Noles was the player to be named later in the Dickie Noles trade. So he was basically traded for himself.
Yeah.
All right. All right. On September 22nd, 2003, the Tigers established a new mark for futility in the American League, recording their 118th loss of the season.
Wow.
The 1916 A's, 36-117, held the record before Detroit's 12-6 defeat to the Royals.
Oh.
Now, I remember this very specifically because they were in the World Series 3 years later. They actually had a really big turnaround, and they started doing really good. But I remember that they had a miserable season that year.
And also, most likely, there was still a week to go in the season, possibly, because it's still usually baseball goes to about the end of September. Like, my gosh, they had 4 or 5 games after that to even make a worse record for it. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that was.
I'll look up what their file number was here. It's like, that's brutal.
Yeah, I can't imagine being just being on a team that loses that much. I mean, it's I'm sure it's tough to be on a team that doesn't win a lot, but I mean, like, to set the American League record for losses, I mean, that's got to be brutal. I mean, and also, like, do you get penalized for being a part of those teams, like, and contract stuff, or like, I'm sure that they probably don't look at that very much, but it has to be something to look at, I'm sure.
Yeah, they actually lost one more game, so maybe this is obviously toward the end of the season then.
Well, it was for today, so it's like
right. Whatever day it was.
There's still more games in the season. Oh, geez.
Yeah, around the 28th, 29th. Yeah.
And finally, September 22nd, 2009, Diamondback slugger Mark Reynolds establishes a new single-season strikeout mark for the second year in a row when he misses a 1-2 breaking ball from Madison Bumgarner, his 205th strikeout. Prior to breaking his own dubious mark and extending it with another whiff in the 6th inning, the 26-year-old third baseman collected his 100th RBI of the season in Arizona's 10-8 Chase Field victory over San Francisco. Now, Mark Reynolds retired last year.
Wow.
It did not keep him out of the major leagues, which is pretty amazing.
But 100 RBIs, I mean, you get 100 RBIs on a fledgling team that's not doing that well, like the D-backs, you're okay.
Yep.
So here's a fun fact about Mark Reynolds. So when he retired as of 2018, he led all active major league ball players in career strikeouts with 1,870.
Man.
I don't know if he still does, but I knew Reggie had an all-time strikeout record. And I know it was over 2,000, but I don't remember exactly how many it was.
Yeah, we need to have a montage of him striking out with the commentator just over and over repeating The whiff.
Yeah, there you go.
The
Exactly.
whiff.
I mean, I remember him being pretty good for the Cardinals. Like, he was probably their only power bat at the time. I'm thinking, but yeah, I mean, like, I can't imagine trading like that many strikeouts for hits and RBIs and stuff like that. So very interesting. All right, so that is this day in baseball. Angelo has actually faded off here, so I'm going to actually take him out real quick until he comes back. But we are going to do baseball card pack wars.
Good, he left just in time.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Sorry, did I say that out loud? Oops.
All right, here Angelo's back. We are not sponsored.
You didn't hear me.
We are not sponsored, but endorse getting baseball cards at Hall of Fame Baseball Cards in Arcadia, California, hofbc.com. Here are the Pack War standings. I have not a sizable lead, but a lead nonetheless. Kevin in second place and Angelo pulling up third. So here are the Pack Wars rules. We're going to open our packs. A relic card knocks out one participant of choice. Autograph card knocks out two participants. High number card wins on the first two rounds. The wild card, we actually pick the stipulation. We all drink when we get a Brewers card. The wild card round equals 2 points. And Blogcast Superfan Cowboy Jack Durango drinks after every card, and he's at home. And so, yeah, he wasn't here last week. So he's got some stuff to make
I'm sure he's armed and ready to go.
Yep.
All right, Michael. What are you starting with? You had the hot hand last week.
So let's start with. Do you have your opening day, Kevin?
Yes, I do. I'm ready.
All right. So we got two of opening day. I'm going to go first this time because I don't think I've ever gone first.
I don't think you have either. I was almost going to ask, just go first because of my walk-off last week, but I'm like, no, Michael, you're in the lead. Go.
All right. Brendan McKay. Let me make sure that I can get everything in here. Tim Anderson. Is Tim Anderson going to win the batting title again this year? He's probably the most underrated batting title guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gleyber Torres. Austin Riley. Brandon Lowe. Luke Voigt, who's having an awesome season. And actually, the Cardinals got rid of him when they got Goldschmidt. Or before, actually. And the Stomper, which is the A's mascot.
Yeah. They have to be really happy. I believe they clinched the AL West today.
Yeah, they're a really exciting team to watch. I'm really happy for them because, as you may or may not know, my high school buddy Scott Emerson is the pitching coach for the A's. So very happy for him. Ketel Marte, Ken Giles. I think this is a variation. Bryce Harper.
Well, that's got to be image variant.
Yep.
Is there a number on that?
Yeah.
The image variant wouldn't be numbered.
Okay.
Oh, it wouldn't?
I'll look it up. Because I know I have a list of what those all are.
Usually when they don't have their hats or helmets on, it's a variation. That's what I've learned.
I knew there is a Bryce for that. So I'll find it for you while you keep going here.
Chris Bryant. Ian Kennedy.
That's actually the base. The
it is.
The image variant is him. I don't know what he's doing, but he's he's with the Braves.
Braves mascot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nothing going. That's not the Philly Fanatic.
And the last card is the opening day from Kansas City.
All right.
Who's up next? Kevin? Did you?
Kevin's in second place, so you can go.
All right. Let's see what we got here. In pack number 1. Right. Eduardo Rodriguez. Ronald Acuna Jr. Dansby Swanson. I will add I saw the Braves just clinched a postseason berth. Jesus Luzardo. My old friend Nolan Arenado. I met him once, so he's a close friend, obviously. Mike Yastrzemski. And a man we just well, not really a man, creature mascot we just mentioned. There's Blooper from the Braves.
That's funny.
Nice.
I didn't know his name, so there we go. I know his name now. And no, I don't really know Nolan Arenado. All right, I met him once, so that's an inside joke. Sorry. Don't come to me to look for stuff from him. Jose Altuve. I'm trying to get some Brewers, Bubble Pug. Trying. Alex Verdugo. AJ Puck. Kyle Schwarber. Craig Kimbrough. Hanser Alberto. And Spring and Sprung of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So sorry, no Brewers. That's a nice card. Right?
All right, so I gotta break the streak now. Brewers. Max Fried. Ahmet Rosario. Matt Carpenter. Jorge Polanco. Garrett Cooper. This National Baseball Card Day insert.
Ooh.
And Juan Soto Spring has sprung, so no Brewer. So let's find out fact number 2.
Cheers to craft beer pours. Thank you for joining.
Cheers. Hopefully we can get Brewers so we can do some more cheers here.
All right, get your beers ready.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
finally.
All right. Get my
Salute.
jug.
Kenta Maeda. Hopefully this is a good omen since he was my player milestone today, Albert Pujols.
There you go.
All right.
James Paxton. Eduardo Escobar. Mike Fiers. And Spring has sprung, Willie Mays.
Oh, that's a good card.
Nice.
And I
Okay.
want to, let's bring attention to Angelo too, because he was in a card pack war over the weekend from Hall of Fame Baseball Cards and won a box of Allen and Ginter.
Yeah,
I
that's
did.
pretty cool. Yeah.
That was super cool, and it was a good callback to last week's episode actually, because I had card 339. It was high card, and the next high card I beat out none other than Fergie Jenkins.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. And you win a couple rounds. It was kind of sweating it out there. But
Some people bought more than one entry.
Someone bought. So there were 6 entries, and someone had 2, and I was the first one, so I was sweating it out. But it's a 350 card set, so I felt pretty good about 339.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I didn't even know that I had won until after the fact, which is a funny story to share. But yeah, I got a whole box of Allen and Ginter. Not only a whole box, but what's called a hot box. Every card was a silver. Every base card was a silver parallel.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Did
yeah,
you
there were
open
3.
it up yet?
I did open it up. There's 3 hits in there, so I got an autograph mini of a softball player, because Allen and Ginter throws in those non MLB relics. I got a Nick Senzel jersey relic,
Nice.
and I can't remember who the third relic was, but it was a bat relic. So
Oh,
Cool.
very cool.
yeah,
Very
so some pretty fun hits. So that was fun. All right,
Right
Mike,
on.
high card.
So if we were playing low card, I would have the Brendan McKay, which is number
Number
one.
1. Yep.
But my high card is Trent Grisham, which is 190.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm not even close. 168.
Yeah,
Oh.
148 for me. So Mike,
Oh, wow. He killed
another
us.
win.
He's
Wow.
smoked us.
Unbelievable. Thank you. All right. So our next one is.
You're not welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are really happy about it.
Oh, I'm ecstatic.
Feel free to congratulate me in the comments. Thank you.
There you go.
So our next one is 2020 Archives. Now, this one has been one of our favorites for a long time. So there's only 8 cards in here, so it's going to go kind of fast.
And I'll bring up, because we each have 8 cards. This is our 4th pack. There's 2 autographs per box, and we have not gotten one yet. So after today, we're
That's
halfway through
right.
that box.
That's right. So this is going to get pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
Magic Michael. Yeah.
There you go.
Should I take off my shirt now?
Is this the nickname, Michael Mondragon?
The Magic Michael machine. There you go.
That's it. Exactly. Shane Justin Bieber. Marcus Simeon. Jose Barrios.
Good job rolling those R's. We need to go back to our
Yes.
over the top intros.
Ernie Banks. I love that shortstop first.
Senor Cub.
Yes. Another Hall of Famer, Mike Schmidt.
Nice.
Michael Jack Schmidt. This is the I forget what you call this card of John.
Oh yeah, I
Smoltz.
got one of those last week of Brian Sandberg.
Yes.
But that is an insert. So put that up the side.
Sterling Marte.
Okay.
Wow.
And another Hall of Famer, Alan Trammell.
Wow.
All right, from Garden Grove. And he was the manager of that Tigers team we talked about earlier.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
Manager of
goodness.
that team.
Wow, what a dubious honor.
I look, yeah. Oh gosh, yeah, poor guy. Oh, I'm up. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. All right, we'll start off with your team. Matt Carpenter. JD Martinez. Here's another Hall of Famer. Jeff Buff Bagwell.
Hilarious.
Another Hall of Famer. Willie Stargell. And we got Anthony Rizzo. We got potential MVP here. Freddie Freeman having an incredible year.
Yep.
We got Brendan McKay. And get ready. Here it is. Your first autograph. Gary Sheffield.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Good job.
Gary Sheffield.
Oh, for the Marlins.
It's a Marlin. Yeah, if you want to take a look, there it is. Marlin.
So autographed, that knocks both of us out. So
you're right. I guess I won. Okay.
Yep, you did win.
Oh, man. I'm like, poor Angelo doesn't get to open his pack. I'm sorry,
So
Angelo.
do you want to open your pack or do you want to keep it, Angelo?
You should.
Wow,
do you
there
mind opening it?
there might be an autograph in here.
Oh, but you're out.
Good call. Well,
Now you're-
I was
now
going to
you're
say
out.
you could either take the loss or use it for another one, but yeah. So you
There could
in
be
this
an
case
autograph
you
in
could do that. So
I could force the tie. Let me force the tie. Let's make things
Go for it.
interesting.
All right. Well, that way
so
we'll
I'm
have
out
the
no
same-
matter what.
Yeah. Well, at least we'll have the same number of packs left.
Packs.
That's the reason why I
There
thought,
you go.
hey, you should open it. That would be funny if you got it.
All right.
And then you guys would have to go to another one because you guys would have the same card, right?
So
Well, then we would go high. You want to go high card if that
we'll
happens?
go
That's fine.
high card if it happens.
Okay.
Jeff McNeil, Kyle Schwarber, Mike Piazza,
I'll put my card.
Frank Robinson, Randy Johnson,
Ooh.
Shogo Akiyama. Full
Wow,
color
we haven't
picture
got one
card.
of those.
It's an
Is
insert.
that must
Yep.
be an insert, right?
Yeah, it's an insert rookie.
That's a cool card. That's a really
Manny
cool-
being Manny. And Ryan Howard, so no auto. So Kevin, you
All right.
win.
So the only unfortunate thing about this is it wasn't Gary Sheffield was the brewer. He did come up in the Stockton Ports, which I believe was a brewer franchise.
Right.
And you know what the worst part is, guys? Look what my high card was.
Oh,
oh
wow.
my gosh.
That's like a double.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing
I would
that's
add
a cool card and an autograph. So
I would
I'll
add
gladly take
239.
that.
All right, so Kevin, you're so wild card
Your pick.
round. This is worth 2 points.
All right. Since I am left-handed, we're going to go for left-handed pitchers.
Oh wow.
Ooh, you're gonna work on this one.
I was thinking left-handed batter, but I thought that'd be way too much work. But,
Yeah. It's probably the same thing. They probably have it.
Well, left-handed
I know,
pitchers
but
will be able
we're
to see
going to have
based on the
pitchers and
picture.
batters. Is
Yeah,
my
true.
point. All right, and I have 4 cards. I have 2019 Optic Donruss, 4 cards per pack. So
Those are beautiful cards, though.
let's see how beautiful they are. That's all right. I got Gary Sheffield autograph. That's
Still
great.
an opportunity to get a autograph.
Is there autographs in these? All right, well, let's
I
find
think
out
there
what I
might
got
be.
here. Oh, we're starting off with a hell of a card here. This guy,
Oh
Mike
wow.
Trout, but he's a righty. Miguel Sano, but looks like he's also a righty.
Yeah.
This is an insert. Yes, this is an insert. It's an action all-star of Clayton Kershaw.
He's got the glasses.
He's a
on
lefty
there.
though, right?
I know.
Isn't he a lefty?
Yep.
Yeah, but too bad I said
He would be a left-handed batter.
You said
All right, I'll
left-handed
take it.
pitcher. You
You know
said
what?
left-handed
If you're
pitcher.
worried
Oh,
about
left-handed
that,
pitcher. Sorry.
Hey, but when he bats, he does bat. But I don't know if he bats lefty, so I'm not. I should have said left-handed
Well,
pitcher.
you said
See, I
left-handed
wouldn't
pitcher,
do that.
no?
You said left-handed pitcher.
Oh, I did. Sorry, I did. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
There you go. So you
So
got
you have one.
I'm like, oh yeah, I got one. Sorry. As I said, pitchers would be easier than batters. God, I just completely. And we get to close out with "Get Your Beers Ready." Rated rookie of Keston
There you
Hira.
go.
Hira Keston.
That's
All
two
right.
times he's appeared.
Brewer. I'll take
All right.
it. I got one.
So
Yeah,
I'm
left-handed pitchers.
my ugly mug is big on the screen, so I guess that means it's my turn.
Surprise.
All right. So I got another 4-card pack. 2019 Topps Chrome.
All right.
So I'm looking for left-handed pitchers.
Yeah. I know. Gosh. It's not like catchers where we had to keep going.
So this one is a righty, Corbin Burns,
Oh.
but that's a Brewer. So get.
I was
so
going to say, I was
drink up.
looking like that
Yeah.
looks like a Brewer jersey. All right. Well, there's consolation. Cheers.
Trey Mancini. Another pitcher, but a righty,
Oh.
Jacob DeGrom.
Is that an insert?
Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah, it's the retro
that's
insert.
That's a 1984 style card.
And I got one lefty pitcher, Ryan Borucki from the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, we got a tie. Come on,
1-1.
Michael.
Nice.
Pressure's on you now.
Shout out, Raul. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Raul.
And
Thanks for joining
Bubble
us.
Puck says NL Cy Young right there.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Right there.
all right. So, getting into the grab bag. So we're looking for left-handed pitchers, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Somehow we both got
Correct.
one in a 4-card pack.
So I have 2020 Big League Baseball, 10 trading cards.
All right.
I'm looking for Yoan Moncada to complete my set. So if you have him,
Okay.
fingers crossed.
I think I got one of those, but obviously I'm not going to open it today. Actually, we might, unless he gets two.
So Vlad Jr.
That's a casual card.
Yes. Left-handed pitcher,
Ah,
Joey Lucchesi.
all right.
1-1-1.
One more for the walk-off.
Well,
Oh, no.
No,
Already?
no.
he throws right, Justin Verlander.
No.
He doesn't
He
throw it all right
throws
now.
right, but bats left, Jacob DeGrom.
Wow, how funny.
So still at 1. Third baseman,
They're
Max
both award winners.
Chapman.
Ah,
Defensive Wizards, George Springer. Right-handed pitcher, oh my gosh, Garrett Cole.
That's the orange parallel.
yeah.
Third
that's-
baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Oh, my God.
Second baseman, Colton Wong. And last but not least, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Oh, my
So,
gosh.
are we
Three-way
still tied?
Three-way tie.
Three-way
So
tie.
we doing high card or another pack?
Up to you guys.
Kevin, you picked the
Do
original.
we go another
stipulation.
round or do we go high card?
I know. I'm like worried. Let's do one more round. Let's go for
One
it.
more round. All right.
Yeah,
Kevin,
why not? Same
who's up?
criterion? Same criteria, or are we switching it up?
You can yeah, same criteria.
All right. And I'm on a roll. 5 cards, 2020 Topps Finest. These are 5 Chrome cards, though. Let's see how this is. All right. See if we can get
Yeah.
some. I don't like how this is starting here. Jordan Alvarez.
Ooh, that's a great card. Sleeve
These
that.
are really, really nice cards.
No, sleeve the Jordan. Sleeve
Yep.
it for sure.
Oh, all right. I will. Let's see. Catcher, Sean Murphy. Oh, no. Am I going to get a pitcher at this rate? Aaron Judge. Still not a pitcher. Right-handed pitcher, Yu Darvish. And double freaking whammy. Look right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my gosh.
Autograph.
Walk-off and a Brewer.
Yes. Mr.
Trent
Grisham.
Grisham. Nice.
That's
Two
awesome.
autographs
That's
today.
a great
Woo!
card, man.
Ha.
You got 2 great autos, man. And most auto sets are like, you know what I mean? You got a Trent Grisham auto and a,
there you go,
and
Ball
a-
Bug. I know.
and
You know what?
and a
I'm sorry.
Sheffield.
Naturally, it's kind of a bitter subject with Brewer fans, but he's doing really well at the Padres.
He sure is.
All right, well, there goes the tiebreaker.
That's it.
I guess we're
Walk
done.
off. Walk off.
Yeah,
Nicely
I guess
done,
I'm
Kevin.
Walk-off. 2 straight walk-offs. Jeez.
The autos in that. What are the odds of the autos? Look on the pack.
Hang on. I know, and I only have 1 pack. And what's funny, I was asking.
It's only a 4-card pack, so.
Hang on, sorry. I gotta find it. I was asking Michael about this because if you look, I was like, is this really $25 a pack?
Dude, they're expensive, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably about right.
I gotta find this here. I love this. Not intended for individual sale. Oh gosh, I don't see the odds on here.
It might be in
Believe
the
it or not, I
box.
don't
It
think
might be
that's
on the
here.
box itself.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, because all I see is little asterisk saying may contain redemption cards.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Ed
Congratulations.
has a good
Kevin.
question.
Thank you.
Has KLB ever turned down another round?
No.
Yeah, Bubble Plug
yeah,
likes
this
it.
isn't numbered or anything, but yeah, but still, this is a beautiful card.
All right.
Thank you.
That is awesome. So congratulations to you. 3 wins.
In comparison, this Topps Chrome 2019 pack, the odds of a base auto is 1 out of every 1,922.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's only a 4-card.
Right. All right, so let's get some baseball trivia to end this out tonight. Let's test your knowledge of baseball. And this is a game of Who Am I? It's from Baseball's Best 1000, The Greatest Players of All Time by Derek Gentile. So here is the clues on the first one. So these are the teams that he played for: the Phillies, the Cardinals, the Dodgers, to the White Sox, back to the Phillies, to the Athletic. He actually ended up with the Athletics. He is a 7-time All-Star, the AL MVP in 1972, the National League Rookie of the Year in 1964, 2-time AL home run leader in the early 70s, AL RBI leader in the early 70s and 72, actually. And most recently, on September 3rd, his number 15 was retired, and he's on the Phillies Wall of Fame. Born in Wampum, Pennsylvania, and I believe like 1,000 people live in Wampum. So without looking it up out there in the comments, who is this?
That's a tough one. It took me a minute. It took me a couple minutes. It took me a moment there to figure that out. I was like, whoo.
But you did figure it out.
Yeah, I did.
That's impressive.
And I was like, oh, Phillies. And then I'm like, because I was trying to think of most famous Phillies from the 60s, and it's the only guy I could think of. So I'm guessing I'm right.
Yeah,
So
no
one of the
idea.
things-
No idea on this.
No
one.
idea. So one of the things that the common themes I'm finding here is like, Jackie Robinson, Roberto Clemente. There's a lot of players. Who was the other one that I'm thinking of? Oh gosh, I'll remember him in a second. The free agent, the one that started free agency, Kurt Flood. There was a lot of people that were very outspoken. Doc Ellis, a lot of people that were very outspoken about racism, not only in baseball, but also just in society. This player was actually probably shunned a lot for being very outspoken about race. So much so that he actually, I believe he, and I'll explain this a little bit later, that he actually did something that actually protected him from fans, which was actually very interesting. So Cowboy Jack Durango says Roy Munson, which is a great guess. I think you might mean Thurman Munson, but Roy Munson works. It might be his brother.
Maybe, sir.
Raul says that he doesn't know.
Yeah, this is a tough one. It's definitely a tough one.
And it's I picked him specifically because of he just had his number 15 retired by the Phillies.
Right.
So yeah, I don't even see any comments on this one.
That's what helped me figure it out, because by that point I was like, oh, when you said like, okay, I figured out by then.
Who
I forgot how well he did with the White Sox, and still that's a lot of teams to play for in that period, because around that time, I guess in the 70s is when players started being moved around on more teams.
Yeah.
This is a great player by the name of Dick Allen, right?
It is Dick Allen.
Yeah. I'm still saying, I'm like, I think I'm right.
So he's number 118 in this book.
Wow.
Look, I mean, he's 292 career average, 351 home runs, and 1,119 RBIs. Very respectable. He's actually in the baseball Shrine of the Eternals.
Do we know why that is? Is it because of his speaking up for like the racial cause?
From what I could tell is that he actually was so. Now the reason it's very interesting, because one of the first pictures I remember seeing on Sports Illustrated was this picture, where he's actually juggling the balls and smoking a cigarette, and but he's actually wearing a helmet, which was before the time, because people would throw stuff at him for being so outspoken. So he would actually wear that to protect himself, I found out later. And here he is actually at his ceremony for for his retirement. So I was super happy when I saw that he actually is being recognized. And from what I hope I have this right, I think Mike Schmidt actually encouraged him to come out of retirement to come back to play.
Wow.
So yeah, he was. I think that if he didn't have to go through what he had to go through, like, he could have been one of those all-time players. Like, he was that special and a super amazing hitter. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a thing that happened last week where they show him, he broke up one of Nolan Ryan's no-hitters.
Oh my God.
It was like a check swing, but it was like, he was in the middle of it. So a great player, and definitely somebody who should definitely be recognized. And I mean, this is one of my favorite ones because he's smoking. It's like I always love when people call cigarettes lawn dart, or what do they call it? Lung dart.
Yeah, lung dart.
Lung dart. I always think that's awesome.
Lung dart. The place is lung darts. Yeah.
Or David Letterman would call him. We just call him a butt. He's got a butt lit. It's like, it's so awesome.
You know what? It could. I have. He probably was smoking some of the other bud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is 72. So yeah, definitely. So I love this.
Look at those
cover.
White Sox jerseys. Those are like they look like the Phillies. Ironically enough.
So I love this. Yeah, I love these jerseys so much.
Like, you would almost thought he's on the Phillies. And it's weird because when they do throwbacks, I don't see the White Sox use that color scheme.
They never do. You're right.
It's always more like the 80s style one with the Sox and big letters across the middle.
All right. So player 2. He played for the Pirates, the Reds, the Athletics, the Brewers, the Angels for one season, and the Blue Jays for one season. He was a 7-time All-Star, 2-time World Champion, NL MVP in 1978, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner, 3-time Silver Slugger Award, meaning he was the best hitting player at his position. 2-time NL batting champion, NL RBI leader in 85. He's also in the Reds Hall of Fame from Grenada, Mississippi. I've never even heard of that city. Who am I?
That's interesting. The Reds Hall of Fame, he is only there for 3 years. But yet he's not like the Pirate. There's nothing celebrating from the Pirates. Which that was his guy's main team. Which I hope he has something ready for him.
So it's funny you mentioned that because he was with the Reds for 3 years and made the Hall of Fame. I know him or I know who this is because of his 1 season or 2 seasons with the Athletics.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, because
Good.
this was in the I think wasn't 88 or 89 the earthquake.
Yes,
Right.
89's your big one. Yes.
So I remember because the game was on TV because my grandparents were watching the game when it happened. So this is Dave Parker. This one I have no doubt.
Cobra.
The Cobra, yeah, absolutely. And if it wasn't for cocaine, he could have had a much more robust career. And he's self-admitted. I'm not saying anything out of school here. He was
That's a hell of a drug.
Parker was the first professional athlete to earn an average of $1 million per year, having signed a 5-year, $5 million contract in January of '79. Now, one of the things I noticed was that he also took a lot of heat for this too. A lot of people didn't see that as a good thing. But Dave Parker is so iconic. I mean, I was only 9 years old in '79, so I loved this era of baseball, all these jerseys and baseball cards. But I remember seeing this picture right here. And speaking of smoking baseball players, I mean, I love this picture so much. But this picture and actually this. This was actually.
Oh yeah, mask. Yep.
So he actually was in a home plate collision with and actually broke his cheekbone. So he actually wore this. Now, my thinking is that even if the ball hit off that mask, I think it would still be very painful.
That's so smart, yeah.
So Angelo, I wanted to show you this picture. I think you went out for a second, but I love this picture right here.
That's so awesome.
It's such an amazing. When they used to smoke in a dugout. Now, do you remember a manager that smoked in the dugout? There's quite a few of them actually.
I would think Billy Martin would be the type.
I think Billy Martin did.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So I tweeted out something on our Beer Baseball Twitter. There was actually a thing from Cut 4. Earl Weaver used to have a little pocket where he kept his cigarettes.
Oh my God.
Now, I didn't know this. He actually, so he had a cigarette thing right here, and you can actually see it, like when he goes and confronts the umpires. And I wish I would have known this. If I would have known this last year, I would have definitely keyed in on it. So the statue that's out back of Camden Yards actually has the little square.
That's
right here.
Oh my God.
Is that awesome or what?
That's
good.
I wish I would have known that beforehand. But I remember Jim Leland used to smoke in the dugout. I think Davey Johnson may have. But yeah, like smoking in the dugout used to be a thing.
Yeah. When you're done with Dave Parker, let me know because I'm ready to tee one off for you.
Okay.
Are you ready? Because I think you know what I'm going to talk about, aren't you?
I don't.
Oh, come on. When I tell you the story, you remember.
So
another thing that happened with him, besides wearing a mask, he was seen one day wearing the Star of David necklace. And obviously, he's not Jewish, but someone asked him, hey, are you Jewish? He's like, no, my name is David, and I'm a star.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
There you go.
Something I learned about reading his candidacy for the Shrine of the Eternals. And I was like, that is just an amazing little tidbit right there.
I don't know how I don't remember that, but that is.
I couldn't believe you couldn't remember. I was waiting for it. I'm like, he's not going to mention it. All right, I'll jump in.
Yes, please. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. So that is the show that we had planned for you today. As always, we thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. I don't know, get them all to subscribe and to us. I mean, we're almost to 300. We're trying to get to 1,000. At this rate, we'll probably do it in the year 2040. But we love coming and doing this every week. Follow us on all of our social media. And we really appreciate all your support. And you come in live and watching this show every week. Kevin, do you have any plugs?
Oh, I mean, I always try to say every week, you have a local brewery that you like, please support them. Sure, you like your baseball team, but think of their minor league teams during all this, because that's the teams who has no income coming in whatsoever except for whatever merchandise they're able to sell. So if you like the Yankees, look up their minor league teams. If you like the Angels, hey, right there, look what Michael Mondragon is wearing. He's wearing, Kukui's. That's the single A team for the Angels. I can't remember the Hops franchises. I'm wearing the Hillsborough Hops today, but
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks. That's right. Because when you went, it was the Braves. Because you saw Dansby Swanson.
No. They were Dansby Swanson was for the Diamondbacks.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So but yeah, they usually have some really fun, interesting logos, some good merchandise, and you get to support baseball. The more basic, the people who actually really need your money. Your major league teams do not need our money as much as these minor league teams do.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're major league affiliated, but they're not major league financed.
Yeah.
So Angelo, anything that you wanted to plug?
Man, no, nothing. Thank you guys for tuning in. 22 weeks strong. If you
we're legal.
Pilot episode.
Our show is legal. 21.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for your support. Mike, if you can you link that the box war to the playlist?
Oh, definitely. I will definitely do that. I'll put it right at when it starts. So
Angelo
T.
Yeah, so check it out. The Alan Ginter box war, and we're actually running low on supply of cards. So if you guys have a suggestion of card series that you want us to use in Pack Wars, send them over to us. Comment in the comment section across all platforms. We'd love to see what product you want us to break. But thank you guys. I mean, you guys are really what keeps all of this going, and we're having a great time doing it. And there's no one I'd rather be doing this with than Michael and Kevin. So,
well, thank you so much. And I just saw that the Arizona Fall League was officially canceled on Monday. So those are the things that we live for, baseball wise, that give us a lot of purpose. And with the minor league season being cut short, I can't believe that they're already going to be in the playoffs for Major League Baseball. So let's hope that next year is a little bit better. I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
California Winter League could still happen in Palm Springs.
Yeah, actually, California Winter League is still putting stuff out there. So let's cross our fingers.
They have 100 people or game or so they can social distance.
Yeah.
Hopefully that happens so I can join you guys this year.
Even if we have to wear hazmat suits, we are going. It doesn't matter.
We'll be ready.
Make it happen.
Matter.
It doesn't matter. And thank you so much for joining us. Remember, this is your show, so let us know feedback with us. So we'd love to correspond with you. So thank you for joining us. We will not see you at the stadium. We will not see you at the brewery, but we'll see you here next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Good night, and we'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Take care.